The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Wentz first play going right to the air. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wentz now to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Gibson again. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Wentz. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Sly able to put this one through, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first down, it's Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 3-0 after one on EA. Charger football to start quarter number 2. as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. They snap it to Herbert. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Finding room in midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Once more the juke. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block. Anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Flushed it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Wentz now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock
McLaurin. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
That'll be a big turnaround. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, Herbert nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. It's Eckler again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or put them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series in the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just when they need electric relief at some offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now he'll escape to his left. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Steps, and Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
This is fielded at the 7. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Herbert on third down now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 28 yards. And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Washington offense heading out. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.